let me tell you, my bench is freaking blowing up. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Last week was like a partial deload, so it was like dropping off a lot of fatigue but also like starting the peak. So this is like second week of my peak up to my meet on May 29th, Teen Nationals, and this week I'm 5 weeks out. It felt so far away for such a long time since I signed up for it like a while back, but now it's like so close, I can feel it. Today is Wednesday, I finished my day 2 workout, and I'm just gonna talk about some of my lifts as always, since I'm always making technique changes, especially for bench. There are a few things I changed, and let me tell you, my bench is freaking blowing up. I don't know why this small change like caused everything to blow up, but like I would always hit 148 as my RP7 singles. It never is under RP7, I don't know why, but it just always is RP7. But last week on my dealer week, I did 143 for my RP5 to 6 single, and that moved at RP5, which is like crazy. And then so I went up to 150 for my RP6 to 7 single, and that moved literally at an RP6. I couldn't even say it was RP5, it just moved that fast. 150 moving at RP sub 6, while in the past 148 always moves at RP7. So a few things I changed about my bench, or like I just accidentally did and it worked out really well, is that first of all, I'm lifting off everything by myself. I used to have like someone help me lift it off for heavier weights, but for some reason I was like, okay, it's not like that big of a deal, I'll just lift it off myself, and it actually makes me stay tighter. I think when someone helps me lift it off, I'm not as tight. And also second thing is that I've been tilting back my wrists a lot, so when I lift it up it's like this, and then I like adjust to here. It kind of hurts my wrist, just like a tiny bit. Wait, it doesn't hurt, it's just like I feel like I'm using my wrists, and like it's like the bar is like right here. Of course I wear wrist wraps or else my wrist would like break off, but I've been tilting my wrists back and they have really helped me with my tightness and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, at the same RP, I can bench like 10 pounds more, which is a lot percentage wise. So some stuff about my other lifts. For squats, last week I did a 245 single at RP6. I have RPEs listed out for each main, squat, and bench day. They go up in increments, and I kind of did the same thing in my last block like 4 weeks ago. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to hit a higher weight I did when compared to last time, but at the same RPE. So last time I hit a 235 single at RP6, so this time I put on 245 and it still moved on RP6. So yeah, that's really good. And then also I did some pause squats yesterday at 190 for 6, and they weren't paused really well, but I did do 180 for 6, so 10 pounds lighter, like a few weeks before at the same RPE. So improvement in that sense, that the weight is heavier. And for deadlifts, last week I did a 240 single at like RP4, and coach was like, that is way too easy, so he's giving me RPEs now instead of percentages, because my percentages don't match up anymore. Like usual percentages with RPEs, they're much heavier, which I think should be true because I feel like my maxes are way higher than what they are, like the weight I lifted in September or something. Anyway, yeah, and then I did some 225 for 5 today, and they moved really fast.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't.
Hopefully nothing goes wrong in the next few weeks and I can push up to nationals. I have RP 6 to 7 singles Friday and Saturday, and I'm going to vlog them. I'm like so bad at vlogging because I'm scared to like take out my camera and talk. And also when I'm at school, like people already look at me when I take out my phone tripod, which I don't care about, but like I feel weird talking. And also I record on my phone instead of a camera, so like I can't take continuous videos of like me setting up the bar and all that kind of stuff, because I have to take my lifting videos through Snap so my music doesn't stop, and then I like text people between my sets, so I have to use my phone, so I can't take cool like montage video stuff. But anyway, yeah. Hey guys, so it's Friday today, so today I'm going to do my squat and my bench singles, and tomorrow Saturday I'll do my deadlifts. I'm about to eat lunch and then I have to go to school because I'm working out at school today. I have a class before gym class, and I actually have a final today, which hopefully I'll do well. I need like a 30% to keep my A. Also, check out this hoodie and this brand, Strong Lifters Club. I'm part of it. I am the one who designed this dragon logo. I designed most of it. If you're looking for some cool merch that's kind of gym related, check us out. Okay, anyway, I have to go eat lunch because I'm hungry and I need food to have energy. So yeah. Okay, so I'm almost done with my workout. First of all, I took my stats test. It went well. It's like one of my only classes that actually has a final, since like we don't have enough time this year for a lot of our classes, so we just don't have a final, which I'm fine with since my grade is high enough. This is just a quick rant. We did the free response before the multiple choice, which I personally like to do the multiple choice before the free response because that way I don't have to study and I can just use the multiple choice to study for the free response, since free response is harder because you have to like think of what to write about. When on the multiple choice, you can like read the answer choices to figure things out that way. So anyway, yeah, that's just me. After that, I went to gym class. So for my RP 5.5 single, I did 235 and that moved at an RP 5.5. Can't see the depth because of the pins, so that's why I moved them after that. And then for my RP 6 single, I did 245, which moved at RP 6, which is good. And then for my RP 6.5 single, I did 255, which I was not stable on the way down. My heels like came off the ground for a tiny bit on the way up and I misgrooved it. So that's like the rep I'm not that happy about, but it still moved well. It moved a little bit higher than the RP 6.5, but it felt like a 6.5. And then I did some back offs at 201 for 4. And these bars don't have knurlings in the middle, so it's really annoying since the bar would like slide down my back and I have to like keep it up and that kind of stuff. And yeah, so after that I came home, ate some stuff, and then I did bench. So I did a 148 bench single at RP 6 and that moved very fast, RP 6, maybe like even RP 5.5-ish. And then I did 153 for RP 6.5 single and that moved less than the RP 6.5. It moved like at a 6.3, 6.2 or something like that. And then I did 158 for my 2 RP 7 singles and I think they moved the RP 7 like 2 weeks ago, which was my last video. You can see that my 158 moved at an RP 8. And this time it moved at RP 7, both singles. So I'm really happy about that. Also, I lifted everything off by myself. My dad wasn't there to lift the bar up. He was just making sure I don't die. But yeah, I feel really tight when I lift things off by myself. So anyway, I think that's what I'm gonna do, at least for now. And then for back offs, I did 135 for 4, and that moved like at an RP 7-ish. My butt came off the bench like a tiny bit on some of my reps. And so I have to watch out for that because you can't have your butt off the bench. So yeah, that's a red light, so I have to be careful with that. And I'm gonna try to arch a little more, like bring my legs closer to my head, if that makes sense. Like closer that way, and then see if that works. And yeah, so after bench, this is how my wrists look like. I mean, they look pretty beat up from like the wrist wraps. It's not like bruising from the inside. I think it's because I just tie my wrist wraps super tight to keep my wrists safe. So that's why it looks like that. It fades away in like 2 hours. So I think I'm fine with that. Hopefully I'm not breaking my wrists. And yeah, so that is it for today's workout. I have like a few sets of rack chins left. Tomorrow I'm gonna do deadlifts and hopefully they go well. RP 7 top single, and yeah. Hey guys, so I'm back home from my deadlift session. I'm just gonna go over everything from like start to finish. So I didn't video all my warm-ups, but like the first warm-up I did video was a 245 single and that moved like at an RP 4-5-ish. And then I did a 265 single, which I thought would be RP 7 based on like previous numbers or whatever. It wasn't, it was like RP 6, so that moved well. So I decided to do 275, which is what I did 2 weeks ago for my RP 8 single, but 275 moved at an RP 7 today, which I'm so happy about. That is 6 pounds under my max, and that moved me at RP 7 gives me so much hope that I'm gonna hit 300 at my meet. After that, I did 235 for back offs for 4, and they were a bit harder than I expected, probably because I did all those singles beforehand. Like I did 235 for 5 a few weeks ago, and it was pretty easy, but that was like just doing that without the singles in front of it. But they still moved really well. For some reason this set, the bar kept on rolling away from me because my grip was like not the best today. So yeah, that marks basically the end of this week. I have accessories tomorrow, which is just like accessory day. There's nothing too special about that. So just this week recap, I did a 255 squat single at RP 6.5, 2 158 bench singles at RP 7, and a 275 deadlift single at RP 7. So So that is like really big improvement from 2 weeks ago, especially bench and deadlift. Hopefully squats go better next week. As of today, Saturday, May 1st, I am 4 weeks out and I'm just super excited of what I can hit at the meet. And yeah, so that is pretty much it for this week's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss another video. And yeah, see you guys next week.